name's Laura. Welcome to my channel, and I'm on day 26 on my juice fast cleanse, and I am doing pretty good. I hope that everybody out there is doing well during this holiday season. And so this is what I decided, is to go through the holidays on this juice fast, because I figure if I can get through the holidays on a juice fast, I can get through anything, because I have to be around people who are eating a lot of foods, and I have to cook foods for other people, and I'm raw vegan, so I don't eat cooked foods anyways, even if I wasn't juice fasting. But I'm going to talk a little bit about my spirituality and some of the supplements that I've been taking and some of the different things that I've been going through on this juice fast cleanse. So it's been quite a journey, even though it's just 26 days, and I was going to go 30 and have decided that I'm going to go longer than 30 days. I think that there's more extensive work to be done, because I see things going on that I think that if I go longer, I will have better results. So this is one of those things that sometimes people really don't know how far they're going to go, but I am seeing changes in a lot of things in my skin, and I am starting to see changes in some of the digestion issues that I was having. I can notice that there was a pain on my right side where I had a lot of problems with digestion on that side, and I feel like that might have been going through some healing, and so that's probably why I was having that pain. That's going back probably about maybe 8 days ago or so. It's been a little while ago, but you know, it's kind of like in waves. Some days I feel great, other days not really as great as I feel when I'm eating raw vegan foods, because it's a different kind of energy and it's different kind of changes that you go through on this. I definitely think this has been a really good thing for me to do. And why I hadn't done it before, like I had said, I did so many different fasts, and for some reason I never really, maybe I just wasn't into juice fasting, but I can see now that one of the biggest benefits to this that I wouldn't think that I would ever have been able to get from even water, because I can't go this long on water, on just water. For me, it just doesn't work, is to be able to take it to a more extensive level and to be able to keep going on this level, because there's definitely a lot of work that has to be done in the human body when you've been eating certain foods for so many years. Even if you've been on raw vegan for a few years, or 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or whatever, you know, there's still a lot of things that I feel that I can see now that would not ever have been able to come out without juice fasting. So some of the spiritual changes that I'm going through in my life, and I don't know if a lot of people know that I was not a Christian before and became a Christian about 4.5 years ago, or 5 years ago, around the time when I was starting to get into the raw foods a little bit more. And so I kind of went through those changes at the same time, which is really an interesting transformation. But you know, when you're on a juice fast and you are not eating foods, you're not feeding into any addictions, and you have nothing to really turn to when you're feeling certain ways. I think sometimes we think we're hungry and we really don't know what we are. And I think that when you're juice fasting, you really have to face certain things and face the addictions and sometimes I got really hungry for salts and different things, and I'm sure a lot of people experience that feeling, and that feeling has kind of came and went. And cravings, I've had some cravings, and then some days I really don't have cravings. And, but I look at people differently, and I see how people are really addicted to so many things. And I feel like if people were to put more emphasis into our Creator, which I choose to call the Lord Jesus Christ, I think that the world would just be a better place. But people, they just tend to really focus toward their gods being everything but, whether it be Buddha or yoga or this or that, or, some other idea that is not the Lord Jesus Christ, or maybe food just being their God, or money just being their God, and just so many things that I see all the time that I'm a lot more aware of, and have been more aware of on a raw vegan lifestyle, because you do have a lot more of this harder core insight, because you're not being so confused in all these processed foods, and all of the cooking, I feel, really keeps you at a certain level where you do not really ever excel into a greater intelligence, that you can really see things as clear. And juicing definitely heightens that even more, as I'm noticing things. So I have been trying really hard to do certain things that I wouldn't normally do, and take a step back, maybe on a Sunday, not doing as much stuff, as it says in the Bible that seventh day is the day of rest, and people don't follow that. Why people don't follow these things? And these are the things that I'm looking at a lot more closely and trying to work on them myself, because we all do it. We're all imperfect. So fasting is something that people did in the Bible, and people did that from years and years ago. And there were times when, Jesus Christ fasted for 40 days, and a lot of these other disciples and prophets and people that did a lot of these things. And I think that we've lost touch with a lot of these things, that we just don't know how to stop feeding into cravings, and we think we need so much more food. And I also think that, I think a lot more about people that are starving in other countries that don't have the luxuries that I have. I could take this juicer and I can juice this watermelon, and I can take these supplements, and I can feel good and be getting the vitamins and the minerals that I need. And there's people in this world that can't. And I think tithing is so important. Why don't more people tithe and give to the Lord? It's not just giving to people in general, but it's giving to the Lord Jesus Christ. It's saying that you trust Him to guide you and to take care of you, and letting go of all of the things that are the things of the world, as I call them. They're worldly things and fake things. And I feel that the spirituality of the Lord Jesus Christ is the realest thing that we have. And, people are scurrying around trying to buy gifts, and spending too much money, and over worrying about money and gifts and things over the holidays, that I have noticed through the years, and have really not celebrated Christmas the way that I used to. I don't do a bunch of gift giving, and I don't do the things that I used to do, because I don't feel that that was the purpose for it. as I know that it's not even what it originally, Christmas was not actually based on Jesus's birthday. It's not the actual date. It actually was a pagan holiday and decided to be where people would celebrate the Lord Jesus Christ too, instead of just the pagan holiday. And that was how people started celebrating it. But people have started to get really crazy, and I still try to keep some spirit in that holiday time, because this time of year people get the blues, and it gets colder, and people can get depressed, and people miss their loved ones. And I think that it's more time to grow closer to the Lord Jesus Christ and to realize what you're really conserving this day for. So as far as supplements go, I wanted to talk a little bit about that, because if anybody was going on a juice fast and they don't know whether they should supplement or not, that's just something that I think that is based on the individual. I don't think that there's any rules in a juice fast. I think that the rule is to do the best that you can on this cleanse, and to make sure whatever your needs are, that you are getting what you need. And so some of the important things that I've been taking is, this is an organic zinc. And I don't overtake this. I take like less than the 2 milligrams. I take the 1 instead, because I don't really know that I need it, but I like to make sure that I'm getting enough with everything going on in the world today. And zinc is one of the things that has been recommended for people to keep up on. And who knows what you might be missing on a juice fast, even though it is full of vitamins and minerals. I know that I would be lacking in the B12, and so I take B12 supplement, and I take a D3, and these are all tinctures, and this D3 is a spray, and this is a Mary Roots probiotic. Everything that I take in a form that isn't, I don't want to take any pills that have plastic or anything that has to go through my body where it won't go through easily. And this is called Intestinal Edge, and this has some walnut hull and different things that are good for intestinal worms, which I think I might have seen 1 or 2 of those during this journey. So I think that that's a good idea for people that are doing a juice fast, and a good idea for people in general to take. And so I have been doing the bentonite clay and the psyllium husk, but I've been doing this very moderately. I wasn't doing it earlier in this juice fast, this phase. I was doing that 10-day juice fast where I was doing a lot of that, and I released a lot of the mucoid plaque. And so in this one, because I decided to go longer term, I just started using that a little bit each day, and I haven't really built it up to where I'm doing it even twice a day. But I have been taking this senna tea. This is an organic senna tea by Now, and I think this has really helped a lot, because senna tea is like a laxative. I also don't overdrink that. I do it every once in a while, where I'll take it for maybe about 3 days. I'll have a cup in the morning, and then I kind of lay off of it, because I don't like to overdo anything. I like to allow the juices to really do what it's supposed to do by itself, and then just kind of help it along a little bit as I go along. So I'm going to juice this watermelon tonight, and I got some fresh mint from my garden, and I love the way mint tastes in the watermelon. It's absolutely delicious. So the juices are really good. I've come up with a lot of different concoctions, Usually at night I like something green, but tonight I decided that I would just have watermelon and mint. And so I guess I'm going to just close with that, and I hope that everybody has a good, safe holiday. And I'm just going to read this, and this is out of Deuteronomy, and it's chapter 8, verse 10, and it says, "When you have eaten and you are full, then you shall bless the Lord your God for the good land which he has given you." So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and have a wonderful, blessed day and Happy New Year.